Come on, 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 come on. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving your perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Back, B-A-C-K, back. 10 miles today. Felt good to get back at it. First double-digit mile day since the half marathon this past Saturday. Recording this on a Wednesday, so it only took me a couple days to get it right, get it recovered, and it felt good. You know, usually, like I was saying last week, when I run in sweats, heavy material like this, when it starts getting wet, it starts to take its toll on my body and take a toll on just the run in general. So that's always a challenge. However, the weather does play a role in me being able to knock out that 10 miles without stopping. So as far as today's Move Swiftly thought, as many of you guys know, recording this, the time about 24, 48 hours from the inauguration of our 47th president, Donald Trump. And there's just been a lot of political commentary. Myself, I engage in some of it. I will say some, not a lot, just enough to grab some lessons, just enough to grab some nuggets, just enough to grab an understanding of what politics is all about, and just enough to be inspired and informed at the same time. All right, so there was a couple things that came up this week. One of them in particular I commented on last week about Michelle Obama not showing up to the inauguration and how I thought that was incredibly selfish of her to do. And since that time, there has been growing rumors that have just been sky high, coming out left and right about her and former President Barack Obama getting a divorce, rumors about Barack Obama, legitimate source type rumors of former President Barack Obama seeing Jennifer Aniston, which, initially hearing that, you're just like, damn. But then you think about everything that I'm about, you think about life, you think about a lot of the things that have been coming out from the politics standpoint, and especially coming out of his own damn mouth, to be honest with you. Some of the things that he said throughout this entire campaign the past couple months, I ain't mad at him. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't mad at him. If you guys listen to me. I've transitioned. I've moved on from dating just one ethnicity and being around that and being pigeonholed like that. So if it does come out and he's with Jennifer Aniston, hey, I ain't mad at him, Barack. I ain't mad at you. I'm gonna just tell you right now. You're talking to someone who's a huge supporter, huge admirer of your work, huge admirer of everything you brought into my world. So look, I ain't mad at him. We'll just leave it at that for now. All right. As far as today's Move Swiftly thought, though, I want to dive into this heated exchange that went down between, I believe it's Nancy Mace and Jasmine Crockett. So let me just give you a briefing of everything that all went down. So they're at I think it's a congressional hearing is going on where they're discussing certain policies, and Jasmine Crockett, I believe, first gets the floor, and she's talking pretty much woke stuff, about, listen, she's one of those where it was really hard to keep up with exactly what she was asking for, what she was saying, because she's getting into civil rights and she's getting into how, there was a former president and his wife and the knowledge that she learned from her in the plane, really just a bunch of stories that didn't really connect in regards to what she was asking for, at least for me. Maybe it's because I don't listen to politics or consume politics as frequently as some do. So, but at least to me, she was asking, I guess, for some group of a civil rights group to be assembled or something to that effect. And Nancy Mace now, she grabbed the mic and started giving a rebuttal, which I understood. I understood exactly what she was saying, because she was speaking from the perspective of someone who's been a victim of rape, and she was talking about boys playing in female sports and a bunch of cross-gender stuff that, again, that's what made me vote for the Republican Party. That's what made me say, look, I'm not getting with this nonsense that they're on with the left when it comes to men playing in girls sports and all that kind of stuff. So she was saying stuff that I actually agree with. And then what happened was Jasmine Crockett came back and she was given her take on a specific situation, and she addressed Nancy Mace as child please. No, it wasn't child please. It was child listen. She's in the middle of her being professional tone, her code switching that she's engaging in at this point. But then before she starts, making her points, she goes, "Look, child, listen." All right. Now, listen, everyone knows, just like I just said, right? Listen, everyone knows what she meant when she said, "Child, listen," right? Be talking as if we're talking as if, you're just talking, hanging out with some friends, and you're just like, "Child, listen," we all get that. We understand what she meant in theory. However, you're in a professional setting. You're in a setting of professionalism, and what you just addressed, what you just asked for in terms of your civil rights and your civil liberties being proceeded, whatever it is you were asking for before, you don't get to now come back and start talking as if you're talking to one of your friends or one of your homegirls. They're not addressing them right now. So Nancy Mace came back and said, "Look, I am not a child." And then she went off. She said, "I'm not a child. I've broken more glass ceilings than you would ever. You don't dare call me a child." And then she eventually said, "Look, if you want to take it outside, we can take it outside." Oh man, she said, "If you want to take it outside, we can take it outside for real. If you really try to get dirty, if you really try to get busy." That's kind of what intrigued me a little bit. Maybe want to discuss it a little bit more. So here's what I'll say about that. And here's just kind of my overall take. If you're gonna be professional, you gotta be professional the whole way through. If you're gonna be asking for specific things from Congress, if you're gonna be asking for specific group dealings and being in certain settings, you don't get to just jump out and say, "Oh, well, child, listen," and expect that to be okay. So honestly, I'm 1,000%. I'm happy Nancy Mace did what she did and responded the way she responded, because that kind of stuff needs to be addressed. That kind of stuff needs to be cut out. If you're going to be asking for things from a professional standpoint, you don't have the luxury of, "Okay, I'm going to be a professional here," but then when somebody says something to contradict your views, you get to just switch up and act like you're talking to one of your damn friends. They're not your damn friends. They're not your damn kids. They're not your children, and you don't get to address them in that manner. So I'm happy she undressed her in the courtroom and said, "If you want to take this thing outside, we can do it." All right, if you really want to get down and dirty. I love that. I think more of our politics need that. So that's all I got to say about that. And I'll have some more things to address in regards to politics. I like I said, I dip my toe in it here and there, and I move into it. So I keep myself informed and inspired in regards to politics. So all that being said, main website to check out to dive deeper into my work, it's makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYaMove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.